Hello and welcome to the Album Man, and today I'm going to be doing a week in preview. It's something I'm going to be doing every week. So the sort of format is talk about what happened the previous week, video wise, various things like that, and I'll talk about what I'm going to be doing next week. I'll talk about just miscellaneous stuff maybe, if I have anything to talk about, and I probably cover some sort of rock metal news as well. So just be a little weekly segment every Monday, most likely. So yeah. So last week, what happened? Well, I had my Revolver Golden Gods Awards video. In my opinion, that managed to get on the Revolver Golden Gods Award official Facebook page without them asking me, of course. They just posted it up there and called me Harry Potter. I mean, do I look like a wizard? No. But still, I received a lot of hatred for that video. An awful lot of hatred. And if you don't like the video, that's fine. It's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But wow, some people are taking this way too seriously and saying how I should die, I should be beaten, I should be smitten from this earth. Just a load of really pretty harsh stuff was being said about me, and I thought that's a bit unnecessary. If you don't want to like my video, that's fine, but there's no need to start giving me death threats. I mean, yeah, that is, it's a criminal offence, really. But, yeah, haters gonna hate, aren't they? What can you do about haters? And, yeah. So, I have made that video private now because the hate was just getting silly, so I made it private, so only me and anyone I choose can see it. Because I'm not going to completely take it down. I'll probably put it back up eventually, but probably after the award ceremony's over and the heat's died down on it. I admit it's probably not my best video ever, but I don't think it was quite deserving of death threats. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it's not exactly Elmo and Grouchland bad. Anyway, some happier things. I managed to reach 7,000 views this week, which is really, really good. Really happy about that. Thanks to all of you for watching my vids and supporting. Really great to hit that 7,000 view mark. And I think I've got to actually about nearly 7,500 views, which is pretty cool. So even getting close to that 8,000 mark and hoping to push towards 10,000, that would be really nice milestone to hit. I also managed to hit another milestone with subscribers, which to most people seem like literally nothing, but to me it's significant. And I got to 20 subscribers this week. I now have 21 subscribers. I'm just chuffed about that. There's at least 21 people who enjoy watching my videos. So yeah, thanks to all 21 of you awesome people. I love each and every one of you very much. Yeah, also, so on the video side, the videos I put up last week where I did a review of the Blackstone Cherry concert I went to see, and, good concert, watched the review, and I also did a review of the band who was supporting them, which was Rival Sons, and they're sort of they're not Leonard Skinner style, sorry, they are sort of Led Zeppelin style, good old fashioned rock and roll band, really, really great sound. They're going places, I tell you, they really are. Then I carried on in my Guns N' Roses discography, which has been going along rather slowly, to be honest. So far I just have the intro video, which doesn't really count. I have Appetite and Lies, so yeah, not going too well, but still, it's going to continue. I've got some good things in store for it. I also did a review of Mike Portnoy's latest album, Flying Colours. Absolutely wonderful album, easily a album of the year contender. Wonderful album. I also did a CDs I bought recently, which is just if you don't know, it's just my series I do every month where I just tell you sort of what CDs I've been buying and, just that type of stuff, really, it literally is. I even did vinyls on one of them. That was a pretty good episode. I like that. And I did an April Fool's Day special yesterday on Sunday. for April Fool's Day, of course, which was a joke review of Lamb of God's Resolution, where I gave it at 0 out of 10. Yeah, that was a fun little rant video. Clarify that I don't really hate Lamb of God that much. I have to say, they're not really my cup of tea. I'm not into that type of metal. But it's not a 0. Virtually no albums are an absolute 0. I mean, certainly no rock metal album deserves a 0. Maybe Justin Bieber and One Direction would deserve a 0. Yeah, I'd say they would. But no metal rock album's ever going to get a 0 from me, really. But yeah, I did that videos because most of the death threats I got, actually, seemed to be from Lamb of God fans. So I thought I'd do a little light-hearted response back to them, where I criticise Lamb of God's album usually and just rant about it, to be honest. But it's not serious, it's, just a joke and a bit of fun. And releases that came out last week were Flying Colours album, which I reviewed, Shinedown's newest album, Amaryllis, which should be up by now, I hope. Iron Maiden's live album, En Vivo. I've got hold of Flying Colours and Shinedown, I've reviewed them. Really want to get hold of En Vivo. I saw the tour that album has supported. Wonderful tour. My first time seeing Iron Maiden live. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Even though I did have to go all the way down to Nottingham from Liverpool. That was a bit of a pain. And Alter Bridge released a live album for their live tour, and most of it seems to be at Wembley, certainly the DVDs from their Wembley gig. I think the CD might be from, I don't know that much about it. If you know anything, please tell me below. But the CD, I think it could be from different places. But yeah, I saw them in Manchester. I didn't do a review of them though. That was the last concert I didn't do a review of before I started reviewing them. Anyway, right, so this upcoming week then, what do we have? Well, video-wise, the things that you can definitely expect will be a continuation to the Guns N' Roses discography with Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. Really hoping to get that done by this week, as it is the Easter holidays or spring break for me. So I've got a good 2 weeks of, should get a lot of videos out during them, plan to, because over about half of May and June the channel is going to be completely dead virtually, because I have GCSE exams coming up, and unfortunately, I do need to revise and they do take priority. But after that, for the summer, I'll be, churning videos out. But so I want to get some good stuff done over Easter while I still can. And I'm hoping to do a review of Megadeth's 13, which was requested by someone. And I recently picked that up on 2 for 10 HMV. So really looking forward to hearing that album. I've heard good things about it and do love my Megadeth. I'm also planning to do Adrenaline Mob's Omerta, which was the first album in Michael Portnoy March. And yeah, I've heard that album's not meant to be that good. It's meant to be sort of just averagey metal, hard rock. But I'll give it a listen, give it a review, and you can see what I think of it later this week. And I'm also going to be doing, on Thursday, I'm going to see Joe Bonamassa in Blackpool. And that's going to be exciting. He's one of my favourite guitarists of all time. And I absolutely worship the guy. He's just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I do love blues. Yeah, Dust Bowl, which is the tour that he's sort of doing on. That was one of my favourite albums of the year. I think number 3 or something. Such a good album. And yes, I'm going to be doing a concert review of that, hopefully. Now, some stuff that I might do if I get time. I might do a Dust Bowl review. I've been meaning to do this ever since I did my album of the year videos back in December. I've been meaning to do this. And another one I've been meaning to do is both the Black Country Communion albums, because number 2 was in my list, I think number 4. And yeah, I want to do both of them, to be honest. They're both great cracking albums, and I love them. They're one of my favourite supergroups. Such a talented band, and I really like to review both those albums, especially as number 3 should be coming out soon. Oh, and I think Black Country Communion, their Live Over Europe album came out last week on March 26th as well. So the releases, I think the only notable release of this week really is Ian Anderson's Thick as a Brick 2. I can't say I've actually listened to Thick as a Brick 1. I know dreadful. I'm making a real effort this week to listen to it. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to listen to it over Spotify or something, but I'm planning to pick that up soon. I do like Toll. I mainly only really know Broadsword of the Beast, but yeah, he's good, and you know, I know some songs from stuff like Aqualung, which I really need to listen to. I think I have that here. Definitely on my list of stuff to listen to this week, very much so. But yeah, so Figures of Brick 2, I'm not quite sure why he's doing a sequel to such a major, influential prog album, but it's Ian Anderson, he can do what he wants. Okay, and now I'd just like to talk about a few complete miscellaneous things. So one of these is the absolute shocking quality of Booklet in Shinedown's newest album. Now, I didn't mention this in my review, I meant to, but it's shocking, right? If you can see this, have a look, right? If you can see this, I think this is genuinely one of the worst made booklets of all time. It's so hard to read, you just can't follow along the lyrics. It is horrible, it is a horrific booklet. It is just a nasty, nasty booklet. It makes those, if you know, on earlier CDs, like I picked up Don McLean's American Pie, where you open the booklet and it's just effectively white pages in the middle. It's just, you know, 2 pages, front, back, open it, just white. This is dead. They may as well have done that for this, because it's useless. It's just so confusing to follow. It's stupid. Compared to, you know, if you look at this for a booklet, this is how you do a booklet. You have the lyrics set out, you have album artwork, then in the middle you have some band photos, you have, yeah, this is just a perfect example booklet. It has all the equipment they used, all the standard stuff. It's just, this is wonderful booklet. This, it's horrible. It just, oh, I hate it. Okay, another thing I'd like to talk about is, now, people have seen my videos before, may be wondering, why am I wearing sunglasses? Well, that's a good question, and mainly just because I felt like it, so I want to know your opinion. Should I wear sunglasses in my future reviews or not? Or videos even? So, me without, me with, without, with, without, with. So, tell me below which you prefer, and yeah, I just want to know. And also, I have a new phrase which for the end of my videos, instead of going bye and doing a really dodgy sort of wave, I've found a better one, courtesy of my vinyl cover of Dio's, well, Rainbow Long Live Rock and Roll. It's, I'll show you it, and I did it at the end of my Amaryllis review. It's Long Live Rock and Roll. Personally, I think that's better, but please type below what you think. I'd be interested to know. Okay, and we'll just go through some news briefly over the past week, which was, I'd say probably the biggest thing, was that Sonisphere, the UK Rock Festival, was cancelled. And that was a bit of a surprise. It featured a lineup, people such as Kiss, Queen, Blackstone Cherry, Marilyn Manson, had a, you know, pretty decent and high-profile lineup, and it seems to have been cancelled for financial reasons, which it was a bit shocking, to be honest. So Nebworth's going to be a bit dull this year. So yeah, I was not expecting that whatsoever. Yeah, a bit of a shame for rock music that can't even afford a major festival like Sonisphere, but oh well. And the biggest news, in my opinion, is that, well, Slash, former Guns N' Roses guitarist, has, well, if you don't know, Guns N' Roses is going to be inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on April 14th, 2012. Of course, I've been absolutely stoked about it. They're my favourite band, and to see them all play together, even if it's just for the last time ever, I don't care. Oh, it'd just be wonderful, because they've never played together in my entire lifetime. So, oh, I'm so stoked. But some bad news that Slash has said. He said that Guns N' Roses will not play together. They're all going to turn up, but he said he guarantees they will not play together. And the other members like Axel and Duff McKagan and Adler have been a lot more open, seemingly suggesting they would be willing to play with the other members. But Slash has said that he doesn't really have much of an interest in Guns N' Roses, and you know, he's disassociated himself a bit with them. Well, not completely, I mean, he still plays a lot of songs at their gigs, he didn't mean it like that, but he hasn't been with them for a long time, and he said that he will not play together. So yeah, that is a bit sad. I'd love to have seen him and Axel on the same stage for the first time in my lifetime. So yeah, anyway, that is my week in preview. So thanks for watching, comment, rate, subscribe, and long live rock and roll.